Hey guys, I just woke up, so that's why I sound a bit weird and my eyes aren't fully open. But I just had a thought, and this is what I'm gonna do, and what I believe would help any tuition business in the long run to become the number one player in their subjects and levels that they teach, to become the industry boss, right? To dominate that industry. So basically what Hormozi has created and why he's pretty successful at this personal brand, at being like the go-to for business, is because he's created a playlist, sorry, not just a playlist, but a library of useful business content that actually helps the target avatar. So the target avatar is people who want to improve in business slash make money, especially business owners, right? Or as some of the videos are for aspiring business owners. And so no other channel, or maybe there are a few, but no other channel has so much extensive, like a library full of valuable content, opening up the secrets for this target avatar. And so, as a business owner, I definitely will subscribe because I'm like, wow, a library full of this content, so useful to me. I'll take it. And it's free. Subscribing is free. That's why I take it. So, if you think about it, right, your content, your organic content, is also a type of lead magnet by itself. It is free. It gets people to so-called opt in when they subscribe, and throughout your content, you can make small hints about your services to push people to it. And then at the description of every single one of my videos, I also have the link to my class. So let me show you. That's exactly what I am aiming to do. I am going to create a library of useful content so that I will be the number one go-to library of useful information and help for O-level pure bio students in Singapore, Sec 3 to 4. So I think our channel already has beaten every other channel in Singapore for serving this target market. And I intend to just intensify that. So I will be doubling down on content because I actually I actually became quite lazy on content for most of last year, because I realized what I needed to do was put my focus in marketing and running ads. And yes, we succeeded at that. We made testimonial ads and we ran them, and it was good. But now I want to build up my long-term machine more. I already have been building up my long-term machine, providing value, but I want to do this more. I want to double down on it. So here's my strategy. You don't have to follow me, okay? My strategy now is it's honestly just this usefulness. How can I make this library as useful as humanly possible for my target audience? And so I'm going to create playlists to create this library, right? And I think what I'm going to do is, so one of my target avatar's problems is memorizing, memory hacks. And so that's why I have a playlist of memory hacks for not everything, but for some things. Maybe in future I'll fill up this playlist so that like almost everything there'll be a memory hack for them. And I also know my audience. Some of them, not some, most of them did not get proper teaching and in-depth teaching. So what I'm going to do is, in my crash courses playlist, I'm going to build this out. So now I already have this for cell parts and organelles. It's an in-depth teaching of the parts and what they do. And that's just for one topic, one concept. Every topic I intend to have at least one. And oh yes, fantastic. See, the teacher explained the concepts really well and clearly. Enjoyed the video. Thank you for this great video. Love the analogies. Now I understand the topic so much better. I am not kidding you. These sound like fake comments, but these are not fake, okay? I didn't do this. This is insane, okay? What? This is insane. Why? I don't know why they like my tutor so much. From this video. Okay, well that's fantastic. They seem fake, but what? I don't understand. Okay, but let's see the 87 views. Not that great, but I think it's an evergreen video, so in time it will compound. And imagine if I have a playlist of these kind of videos where people feel this way about the videos and about how useful it is, right? Then you see, they're being taught the what they are lacking in school. So we're basically giving them like a lead magnet, right? Hormozi says it's a complete solution to a narrowly defined problem. So the narrowly defined problem that these students have is content. They never got taught properly. So I'm solving the problem by giving them in-depth proper teaching for just those concepts, those specific concepts, but not of everything, right? Not of the whole syllabus, because that's my tuition. So I'm giving them a piece of my service that I already provide. And that piece is just to give a mini crash course, you can call it a mini crash course, on various topics that are commonly asked for, commonly needed throughout the syllabus. And eventually I'll have at least one per topic. So that's my strategy. That's what I'm going to do. In my library of useful content, one of my pillars in this library will be solving this narrow problem of lacking content understanding because they didn't get good teaching. So this is how I'll solve this narrow problem with more of these videos. Okay, another narrow problem I already mentioned is memory hacks. Okay, then what else? What other problems do they have? Answering skills in my market is another problem that the students always have, because there are significant number of students who understand the content, or at least when the teacher teaches, they are like, yeah, I get everything. But then when they do the questions, they can't score. So that's why I have an answering skills playlist also, where I like, why are you losing marks at open-ended questions? What are the tips to score well open-ended questions? And you see, I've already been doing this strategy of building out the library, right? So what's lacking? You see, application question secrets. So what's lacking is quality. Now I know a lot more than last time. So now I'm able to make higher quality videos that are actually more useful. And I also noticed that that's what Hormozi has been doing. Because last time, he used to make videos that were like pretty, I guess, fast paced, quite short also. Like, let me find. Where are they? Okay, not sure if I can find, because he switched already. Yeah, okay, maybe this kind of videos where it's like less useful because it's less tactical and specific business stuff. But then now he's been switching to, like, see, this one is super tactical and specific business stuff where he goes through the data with this entrepreneur, and then he goes through all the what he would exactly do that you see. So it's much more specific. I think that's the main word, specific. And that's because his audience said, we want more actual business content, please. Yeah, so the downside, he said this himself, the downside of him switching to this is that he's going to turn away more people. He's going to lose the virality, because those kind of older videos, right, were more viral, and it's easier to get views. Like, see this one? Easier to get views, right? 1.9 million views. And it appeals to a wider audience because it's dumbed down. But now his audience said, hey, don't dumb it down. Like, make it more specific, make it more tactical, more useful for us as business owners. And he was like, you know what? Since my job is to target business owners so that later I can buy their companies, then why not just make my videos really useful for the business owners and just screw everyone else? So that's my goal as well. I have made the mistake in the past of just trying to get as many, I guess, vanity metrics, subscribers, views, likes, etc. Right? Vanity metrics. And so I posted videos about study tips, because this one affects a lot of people, right? Study tips. So I would reach people beyond just my target market. So I used to post those videos. The downside of that is then I get diluted as just another study tips channel, which there are just a plethora of them out there who are better than me because they are actual experts in studying. Like, they research study tips, their whole YouTube channel is about study tips. Some of them, their whole career is just about the YouTube channel for study tips. So they're going to beat me. Like, I can't beat them in that niche. But I can beat everyone else in the niche of O-level pure bio tuition in Singapore. Sec 3 to 4. I can beat them at that. So that's exactly the plan. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to double down. I'm just going to become more specific. I'm going to give them more value. And I'm actually in the process of making a script for my... I hope I can get this done today. And then once it's done, like, y'all can stalk my channel and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so here's the script, right? And it's still like in the process. I haven't even finished. So it's about a full guide on everything I know on how to score full marks in open-ended questions. So it will give all the various tips. Okay, so things like why you should listen to me. I'm gonna show some evidence at the start of like my full mark answers, and then da da da. Okay, this one's like some pep talk at the start, but I feel like it's necessary for the video. Then okay, then starting to get tactical here. I show a checklist of 5 points that if you hit these 5 points, you will succeed at that answer. And I explain each of the 5 points with example. And then I actually go through a real example and I show them how to use those 5 points. I show them how this perfect answer meets those 5 points criteria. So it's almost like things like I would go through in a paid workshop, right? Yeah, so basically imagine that these people are coming for a paid workshop and then give them that stuff and put it on YouTube. And they'll be blown away because they'll be like, dang, this is so useful. I have to subscribe. I have to tell my friends to subscribe. And if they are thinking of joining tuition, now who are they going to join? Obviously, they're going to join me. Okay, then I have this one, this golden OEQ for success. Another point, spam relevant keywords. And then I go through all the different command words and then state what does that mean, describe what does that mean. And I give multiple examples because describe is used in many questions. Explain what does that mean. And I realized that, some explain questions, right, are implicit in a describe. Example, describe how the kidney nephrons help to achieve homeostasis. You actually got to explain the cause behind it. Like the ADH, then you have to explain how the ADH affects the collecting duct, and then blah blah blah. So that's actually like an explain question already. We're going into the bio content as a reason for an outcome. So describe how is actually an explain question. I have to show them this nuance that likely their school teachers won't teach them this, right? This nuance. And they're going to show some difference between what's a describe answer and an explain answer. So this one, you just need to give this, whereas describe how is explain, right? So we have to explain this extra thing. Yeah, so this kind of nuances and specificity, they are not going to find in their school lessons or in anywhere else, and likely not at other tuition centers as well. But even if the other tuition centers have the capability to teach this, they are unknown because all the students cannot see it. But if you post it on YouTube, they can see it that I've demonstrated my expertise, and that if they join, they can have an expectation that, my likelihood of success is very high compared to the other tuition centers who I have no idea what they are about. Right, and then next one is suggest answer. Then you see I need to update this because I feel like I need to give a better definition. Then I was going through the TOS. That's why it takes a lot of work because I need to go through the example answers and then put this video together. And then here, when there's multiple command words, make sure to answer all of them. This one, sneaky OEQ hack, add one more point to each answer. Then the different types of OEQs, I split them into definitions, CAQs, which are rehearsable questions, application. Yeah, and then for each one, I have an explanation or an analogy or a example to back it up, so that I can get the point across rather than it's a boring video. Yeah, then I'll have a lot more tips on application questions. I'll show an example. I'll have data response questions. I'll show examples. Time management, how to prevent overwriting. So these are actually study tips, but because they're related to open-ended questions, I'm going to put them inside. So you notice, right, my study tips are not just general study tips. That will just make you a bland channel who will lose to all the other study tips channels. But if you give study tips specifically for O-level pure bio exams, here's how to reduce your word count in O-level pure bio exams. And then you show them specific examples. Like for example, rate of photosynthesis decreases. You can say photosynthesis rate falls. See, that's a specific example to this syllabus and this subject that pretty much the rest of Singapore, the rest of the world, right, doesn't understand and won't appreciate, but the target market will appreciate. So the study tips, if you want to give them as specific as you can to your target audience, so that your target audience will flock to your channel and stay there, and that your study tips are serving that target audience. Yeah, and then here just write the conclusion at the end, blah blah, dropping filler words, and I'm probably going to add more points to this, so it's going to be a super long video, and the good news about this video is after it's done, right, I will split every point into a sub video, into a shorter video clip. So it will create a lot of content for my channel. And then from those video clips, right, I will cut out shorts. And then those shorts I will post on YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok Reels. And so I will get a lot of content from it. Yeah, so although it's a huge project or time investment, but the usefulness will be extremely high. It will be an evergreen video that keeps on running, and it will generate a lot of more useful content for my channel as a whole. So I can fulfill that goal of becoming a library where students will flock to, students of my target market will flock to. And then you can see how, right, every single video it promotes our tuition, right? To get on the wait list for my O-level pure bio tuition class. And then throughout the video, I also have smaller promotions. Okay, so maybe you can do this as well if you're me.
You know those?
If you are posting on YouTube, which I highly recommend you should post on YouTube. Like some studies show that people who work with businesses, higher chance they work if they have a YouTube presence. Okay, where is it? I was going to show you. This is our recent video. Okay, so you can see how, right, in the middle of the video, I have an ad. So this is like how, you know, when you watch YouTube videos, sometimes there'll be a sponsored ad, right? Like within the video, it's not YouTube ad. It's like the creator will say like, hey, by the way, this video is sponsored by whatever. Then they'll promote the product. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm promoting our our service, right? Our tuition. And then I basically go through the benefits of our tuition. I try to keep it short and try to keep it positive and entertaining so that people will not skip. Yeah, then it goes back to the video. So I intend to put this segment, right, in every one of my videos from now on. And then at the end, I also say, subscribe if you like this video. And then if you want to join our Pure Bio Tuition class, click the link below.
To join our O-level Pure Bio
Yeah, or go to
classes,
thatbiotutor.com.
click the link below or go to that bio.
Yeah, so see, there's two ads, right? There's one ad in the middle, and then there's another ad at the end. So, and then in the description, there's also hinting people to go there. So, it's quite like a lead magnet. Yeah, so that's my content strategy and some content advice also. So my end goal is to build a library that really attracts people. And I basically, here's in conclusion, the goal is to become the Hormozi of your industry, of your target audience. Become the Hormozi. So I am going to become the Hormozi of O-level pure bio tuition. That's my goal.